Beneath the surface of our oceans lies a world we were never meant to see. A realm where pressure crushes steel, where cold governs every heartbeat, and where life grows into shapes that defy every rule of biology. As we descend deeper, crossing the sunlight zone, then the twilight zone, then the midnight zone, the creatures we encounter begin to warp, stretching, swelling, becoming something else entirely. We have probed the atmospheres of distant exoplanets. We have measured storms on Jupiter. But the deep sea? We've explored less than 5% of it. We know more about the soil of Mars than we do about the world, only a few miles beneath our feet. And somewhere down there in the freezing dark lives a creature that should not be as large as it is. At the surface, the ocean is bright and full of momentum. Sunlight triggers plankton blooms, which feed fish, which build entire food webs, stretching across reefs and open waters. But below 200 meters, the brightness bleaches away, shapes fade, shadows stretch, noise dies. This is where the rules begin to shift. We are now entering the Twilight Zone, a vast band of ocean dropping to a kilometer deep. Sunlight is too weak for plants. The fields of plankton vanish. Only the slow, endless drizzle of marine snow remains. Flakes of waste, fragments of dead organisms, the ocean's eternal cemetery drifting downward, insignificant at a glance. But here, it is survival. And where there is survival, there is adaptation. Adaptations that twist life into forms that feel almost extraterrestrial. Many animals here are transparent, bodies like drifting glass. The glass squid floats with its organs nearly invisible. The glass octopus is little more than 2 eyes suspended in a ghostly frame. Why transparency evolved so aggressively at this depth remains unresolved. Is it camouflage? Or energy conservation in a world where pigment is a luxury? Others choose light over invisibility. Bioluminescence pulses across the darkness. Beacons, weapons, disguises. The firefly squid uses counter-illumination, matching its belly glow to the faint shimmer from above until its silhouette erases itself entirely. Light used not to reveal, but to disappear. But while light is the defining theme of the Twilight Zone, it is not its biggest mystery. That belongs to the giants. Every night, billions of animals rise toward the surface. Lanternfish, squid, jellies, an army ascending to feed in the safety of darkness. At dawn, they retreat again. This massive vertical migration once fooled sonar operators into thinking the ocean floor was moving. It wasn't rock, it was life. And hidden among this rising mass is something disturbingly large, a creature that should not exist at this size. Here, the first whispers of the giant amphipod begin. Past 1 kilometer, the last threads of sunlight vanish. We fall into the midnight zone, a world without dawn or dusk. A realm defined only by pressure, cold, and hunger. Temperatures slip just above freezing. The weight above is hundreds of atmospheres. This is where evolution becomes unrestrained. The dragonfish wields red bioluminescence, a color invisible to most deep-sea eyes, turning its glow into a private searchlight. Ultra-black fish absorb 99.9% of light, erasing themselves even under a submarine beam. Every creature here is a paradox, and yet the biggest paradox crawls closer. The amphipods of the surface are tiny, half an inch, fragile, insignificant. But here in the deep, their relatives grow to grotesque proportions. Limbs stretch, exoskeletons thicken, bodies swell to the size of a human hand. And deeper still, they grow even larger. Why? Not even the predators here offer such a clear explanation. The anglerfish, with its parasitic males fused into its body, obeys a logic driven by desperation. But gigantism breaks the pattern. Whale falls drop from above, massive feasts that feed entire communities for decades. Sharks, hagfish, worms, amphipods, they all converge. And on those bones, the giant amphipods reveal their full scale, longer than a foot, faster than their tiny ancestors, stronger than their shallow water cousins, by orders of magnitude. Deep-sea gigantism appears everywhere. Giant isopods the size of puppies, giant squids stretching longer than buses, but the amphipod feels wrong. Its shape is familiar, its size is not. Scientists debate the cause. Some argue energy conservation. Others point to oxygen density. Some believe gigantism protects them from predators. None of these explanations fully fit. Past 4 kilometers, we land on the abyssal plain, Earth's largest habitat. Bigger than all forests and deserts combined, yet empty, quiet, starving. And here, the giant amphipod thrives. Life moves slowly. Growth stretches across decades. Creatures live centuries. The Greenland shark may survive 400 years. Time barely exists. Yet even in this near-frozen desert, the amphipod's size remains an unanswered question. Its metabolism is too efficient, its limbs too powerful, its exoskeleton too heavy for the oxygen-poor environment. The equations don't add up. We push deeper, into the trenches, the scars where tectonic plates drag the seafloor downward into the Hadal zone. Pressure multiplies 1,000-fold. Temperatures drop to near freezing. Here, even bones collapse. And yet, amphipods flourish. At depths near 11,000 meters, places where even submarines strain, the largest amphipods ever recorded were found. Bright orange, armored, almost alien in scale. Creatures that should be crushed into paste, not crawling across the deepest floor on Earth. Even the snailfish, the deepest living vertebrate, seems delicate, gelatinous, on the edge of biological limits. But amphipods, they look built for this world. At hydrothermal vents, life restructures itself entirely. Worms feed on chemicals. Microbes eat metal. And still, amphipods patrol the seafloor around them, larger than they should be, stronger than they should be, surviving conditions that shred DNA and rupture cells. The deeper we go, the more impossible their size becomes. If life can grow to this scale in this darkness, under this pressure, feeding on almost nothing, what else could be living here? What other giants remain unseen? More than 80% of the deep ocean is unexplored. Every dive brings back creatures no one has ever imagined. Transparent fish, glowing worms, jellies that defy biology. But the giant amphipod remains the most unsettling. Why does it grow so huge? No answer satisfies the evidence. No theory fully explains the anomaly. Not yet. Perhaps that is its greatest power. It reminds us that the deep still holds secrets. Secrets that bend biology, rewrite evolution, and expose how little we understand about our own planet. And somewhere in the darkness below, the next giant waits.